guys, how's it going? We're back for a quick little video audio bite. I'm joined by Jermaine, Doug, and Isaac.
Hi, Rudy.
What's going on, guys?
What up?
I'm okay.
So we just finished doing a little commentary for the Marvels that we just saw for Forehead Films. That was the light version. That was the PG version.
Spoiler-free version.
Now we're gonna get X-rated.
Yeah, now we're
gonna
diving
talk
in.
about details.
Okay.
We
Right off
rubbed
the butt.
outside
Right off the
first.
butt.
Speaking of butt, Carol Danvers.
They figured out her saggy butt problem. Okay, because I remember seeing the back shots, the behind the scenes photos of Captain Marvel.
You can't say back shots anymore because that's a whole different thing.
My bad.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, saggy butt, saggy butt, saggy butt." And then the movie came out, and like they kind of fixed it in post. This movie has her and fucking Rambo's butt figured out right on.
Hype Tech covering the important issues and challenging internet memes that matter.
I want to be that index covering them asses
Run, do not walk to see this movie.
for the butts.
For the butt. Anyway, guys.
What happened?
Guys.
I
So
blacked out.
what do we first of all, what do you think of the movie?
I thought it was really good.
It's good.
Yeah,
Good.
it was really good.
Solid.
It was super fun. I was laughing. I was smiling. I was in it. I'm glad it was short. Short.
How long was it?
I don't know. It didn't feel long.
It didn't feel long.
No.
at
Like it
all.
was like an hour and 40 something minutes.
I saw like 23 headlines from AI written news sites that said like this is the shortest Marvel movie, and somehow people were using that to shit on it. Like there it is. That's how shitty it is.
If I never have a problem with the runtime of any movie if that is how long that story needed to be told.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If it needs to be an hour 40, so be it. If it needs to be fucking 3 hours, I'm still gonna get around to Lord of the Rings. But if it needs to be 3 hours, then then so be it.
1 hour and 45 minutes.
Before we deep dive this real quick, does anyone else
Still talking
feel
about butts?
that this movie would just before it was even shown to anyone, people were just convinced it was going to be terrible?
I heard somebody call it Femnazi movie.
Those are the kind of people that they check in, they get their morning email of like what to be mad about and like what to call things, and then they jaunt out into the world ready to use whatever. Like you're bringing up the marbles. Oh my god, hold on. Like load this up real quick. Damn Nazi.
None of this movie felt any kind of heavy-handed, feminist approach on anything. I mean, it looks like Carol shaved her armpit, so we're all set to pop.
Jesus.
See, what I do like about this movie is that besides having all these solo movies, we need to start getting movies more like this with, going forward with different characters interacting with each other. Like, I feel like we're beyond that point now where we need solo movies. We need
For sure.
all the characters to start to come together and, become something that they're going forward with.
Like if they're going to make the whole thing a shared universe, share the damn universe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like it
Get
wasn't
into it.
It wasn't as heavy-handed share universe as like She-Hulk was.
No.
But it was like, no, we're still in this universe. Valkyrie pops
Yeah.
up.
Like peripheral characters come in. You know who they are. You know what they're doing. They're lending support to this particular main cast, and then they're out. But you're like, oh shit! Like
Small example. Can you not whistle?
I can't. I let you try.
Here. Oh, God. Gross. Oh, my God.
There you go.
I thought it was like a little cool touch to have the Asgardians help out and Saber.
Yeah.
Nice little touch. I've been so curious about Saber since they first introduced it. When did they introduce Saber? Was it in Spider-Man?
Was it in Spider-Man?
I
No,
think so.
it was the.
I think it might have been.
It was the one with
Far From Home.
the stealth spider suit.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a Far From Home.
Yeah.
Where's Fury's
where
up in
Fury-
Saber?
Yeah, he comes out of his little, beach pod, whatever. And like, oh, it's time to get to work. We're like,
Oh, that's right.
Fuck is that? And then, 10 years later, they finally, here we are in Saber.
That's my thing, man. They take too long.
And it I mean, I know they do that to like to tease stuff, but it didn't feel like, it was like, ooh, this like ultra secretive thing. Like they were kind of making it out to be. I loved what they were doing as far as like keeping an eye on, space and whatever. So I don't know. That was I like that their role, Sabre's role, and I like Nick Fury finally being in charge of something again.
Yeah, I've said
Other
it
than his
before that I
dying
feel
marriage.
like him like missing from a lot of these Marvel projects just didn't feel right. And you know, I don't want to say like he makes the movies, but just that kind of central character.
Yeah,
and
it's like
you
a
know, it doesn't
mentor figure.
necessarily have to be him, but I think just something that kind of connects all these different parts and
Yeah.
plots together helps a lot.
What did you guys think of their quantum entanglements? Like how, like was that too ham-fisted to bring those characters together, or was it just what they needed to bring those characters together?
That whole aspect was the one part that I was a little bit worried about. You know, I've said it before. I don't like when they take away a character's power, and that's not the same. But I was a little like they handicapped him.
Yeah.
They handicapped him, and I feel like that's just what a lot of these movies end up doing. Is like, oh, these three would be too powerful. Let's handicap them. It worked. I thought it was interesting. I thought it looked good. It wasn't too confusing for the audience. You know, they might have mastered how to fight with it a little too quick. We got a good little montage.
Yeah,
Quick
you got a
montage.
montage,
Yeah,
man.
the montage. We don't know how long the montage was.
Anything can happen in a montage and in space.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of montage, you know, to answer something like that. So it was cool. I think ultimately it worked and it was fun.
Yeah, montages should be fun, and that was a very, very fun montage.
Yeah.
I saw the clips of them fighting, you know, having mastered their quantum entanglement and then fighting against, I had to forget what the fuck that's a forgettable villain. And Marvel has a problem with forgettable villains.
She
and
was a
that's-
Kree, right?
Yeah, that was another forgettable villain. But anyways, and when you saw like the full fight scene, like I was really impressed with that quantum entangled fight scene. It was really cool.
There was some really good fight scenes.
Yeah.
The fight inside Kamala's house.
Oh, that's a fun fight scene.
I thought, yeah, it was fun. And considering they are like flipping spots, I thought like just the action, like I thought it worked really, really well.
Yeah, like I like that everybody was involved, like even her parents.
Yeah, that was
Her
fun,
brother.
and it wasn't ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
it felt like a
Yeah, like it wasn't over the
Realistic.
top. Yeah,
yeah.
Like all the supporting, that was exactly it. All of the supporting roles were not overused. They weren't underused. And it was just like, man, whoever, I don't know who directed it, but like they put the right amount of like, you know, salt and pepper in that
they sprinkled
mix.
it.
What was really impressive, I thought Monica Rambeau's use of her powers, because you know, like Captain Marvel, okay, you know, lasers and strength and flying, and then Miss Marvel, you know, essentially
Hard
stretchy
light.
powers and
Yeah.
hard light, yeah. But Monica Rambeau had like the invisibility and like some other little things. So to see her like fly
Thinking,
through
yeah.
someone and then like turn
Oh,
around
yeah.
and punch them, like I thought that was like a creative use of the powers.
Super cool.
I did like that she had to learn how to fly like right then and there
Yeah.
once she had to catch Camilla.
But I also love that Nick Fury's like, I know how this whole superhero thing goes. You're gonna have to figure it out. Go on. Like he's totally a seasoned agent. He's like, look. We got this under control. Just figure it out. Like I had such a fun time when there's what is it? Kamala's falling with Rambo, and then they finally switch out to Danvers, and he's like, oh, it's a Carol.
I
cool,
thought
it's
was
Carol.
so
Oh, it's cool. It's Carol.
I did not expect that line.
Yeah.
Fucking killed me.
it was so good.
Yeah, they
And
kind of fucked
and
my shit up.
in a way, I know this is another one of those words that maybe I say too much, so I don't get your shots ready.
we're out.
It's a little meta.
No, we haven't used that in a minute.
I feel like I say meta a lot, but it's a little meta, but like in story meta. I think again because the universe has been like superheroes been around a
Yeah.
while, like
Yeah.
so Nick Fury saying like that attitude of like, oh, I know how this works, like go fly, do the thing. It's again going back to that like it's meta, and it's also like just like I said in the Forehead Films thing, it's a celebration of the absurdity of comic books. Like it's super fun.
Do you feel like his role was kind of the voice of the audience?
In a way,
A little bit, right?
yeah,
Or
which
like those comical
I
beats?
enjoy when they do that
I-
in movies.
Wasn't overly done. It wasn't Thor Ragnarok overly done with the comedy. It wasn't Guardians 2 overly done with the comedy.
Thank God.
The director for this movie is Nia DaCosta, and it looks like she's been a writer for a bunch of other things, and this might be her first actual directing credit.
Wow, well done, well done.
Was
If you're watching this,
Shout out.
because we're gonna hashtag like the Marvels in it, so
comment
you never know.
pineapple.
Comment pineapple, and thank
Comment
you.
double pineapple if you get this far.
Yeah, I still haven't put that my own post up. I know what you're referring to.
Or do you want to tell her, Captain, my captain?
Oh, Captain.
I
And the
Kamala's
quick shot to Monica, like what? The?
Kamala's over fangirling was just so perfect. Like she
Her
got to be a
performance.
kid. It was so well done. She like did well up against like the two bigger actresses.
Well, that's why I say like if you haven't watched Miss Marvel, like go watch it because she's really really good.
Yeah. That beginning where you feel like you're watching an episode of Miss Marvel and she's like drawing her stuff out.
So fun.
That was like a fun use of it, and then to get thrown into the action, solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
We got to touch on the singing.
How'd you guys feel about that?
I fucking love the Singing Planet.
It was so fun. You know, because they had alluded to like something was going to be weird about that planet because you know Captain Marvel said it weird and again
they were like, why did she say that so weird?
yeah.
Well, not only that, but they have like a quick shot of that in one of the trailers where like everyone's dancing around, and I
Yeah.
kind of wanted to. I almost thought they had like a whole Bollywood
Same.
production in there.
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
it was like a K-pop / Bollywood
Yeah.
vibe to it.
Oh, you mean Asian Loki? Yeah.
But I thought, yeah, no, I thought it was fun. It wasn't overdone. It was a relatively quick scene, and I'm sure people are gonna hate it because it's like it's too fun.
That's the one thing I took away when that whole scene was playing out. I'm like, this is where people are going to direct all their hate.
Yeah,
Just because we can't have anything fun in a superhero movie, it's supposed to be high drama.
I could see someone right now like that scene didn't need to exist.
Yeah.
As someone who's not a big fan of musicals, I have like maybe 2 or 3. I have some. I'm not a giant fan of musicals. Okay, I'm gonna go see Mamma Mia next year, whatever. But I didn't hate that singing, dancing scene. I thought it was fun and funny. I love Kamala fucking waving around and just being in the moment as a kid would be. You know, I had fun with it, but I was like, okay, when is this scene over? We're enjoying it.
I like how Monica got into it at, like, towards the end. Like she was standing there like, what the hell is this? And, like, at the end, she's drinking each hand. And she's like,
Double fisting.
It goes back to something I bring up a lot, like these different planets are going to have like different cultures and stuff like that. So it's always fun to see, like, we've explored all these different aliens in this Marvel world, and a lot of them are kind of similar. So it's kind of fun to see, like, hey, no, this planet sings to talk, and it's like, good, yeah, things are going to be different people.
man, people are different. It's a valid point.
But I love the fact that they said that you can't talk to them, like you have to sing because they won't understand you unless you sing.
Unless you're bilingual.
Like it's a,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
language.
language. Yeah,
It's a whole thing.
it's so fun.
That shit got me.
Someone talk to me about the ending.
Okay, there is an after credits. Oh, I forgot to mention the
No,
foreign
no, no, no,
films.
no. I want to know about the 3 going up against the main villain ending. Like, did we all see it coming? The sacrifice of
Yeah.
of one
I did.
at the very least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that coming.
Okay.
It's always something like kind of similar to like a horror film. It's hard to stick that landing of that final boss battle. The fighting itself was fun. That sacrifice, you kind of saw it coming. Otherwise, it would have been a little bit too easy. You gotta kind of raise the stakes. It's fine.
It was fine.
I'm spoiled with all the other superhero movies. It's really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with it. It was fine. Like, it probably needed to happen, but I was like, okay. Like, I don't know if I was expecting them to do something different, but it was there. I'm like, okay. This,
What I didn't expect was her to be like, "Aha! I have the Bengals. Oh, I'm dead." You know
well,
what?
they'd already made that point that it was dangerous for it to have just the one, and like,
Yeah.
if I have a little more time to mess with it, I can make it safe. And she's like, no, there's no time.
What I thought was actually interesting about the story of Hala.
Oh my God, she said holla. Rachel was sitting next to me. She's like, holla. And I immediately, it spread like a virus. I was like, holla. And Isaac on the other side was like, oh, you fucking idiot.
But what I thought was interesting is the story of Hala, that it was Carol Danvers' fault. So in a way, she was kind of the villain, and they just wanted to get their fucking planet back. Yes, at the cost of like other people. Although she did tell those people like, you can either join us or fuck off this planet because we're gonna take the air. Very Spaceballs, you know.
Suck.
I can't believe I didn't think of that in the moment.
No.
Now that'll be with me.
But someone needs to edit like the vacuum cleaner.
But that's all she wanted to do. The villain just wanted to save her people. And once I saw that, I was like, oh fuck, who is the bad guy?
She's
here?
still the bad guy for targeting planets that meant something to Captain Marvel. Like she could have gone to a relatively
Empty
uninhabited planet and
Yeah.
got some air and got some water.
Yeah.
Like she purposely went to inflict pain. So
Yeah,
fuck
maybe,
her.
maybe like a
I'm
noble,
convinced.
a
I'm
noble
convinced.
cause, but like shitty
Execution.
Execution. Yeah.
You're like almost like Thanos. Like, bro, you had the Infinity Gauntlet. You could have created all the resources you wanted.
Oh my god, I never thought of that.
But anyways,
Anyway,
go
like,
ahead.
just
Continue.
like Sam Jackson said, yes, she deserved to die. I hope she burns in hell.
You heard it here, folks.
All right. I'm a little too excited. I don't know why. Maybe because we haven't recorded in a whole week.
And it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That was fun. I had a
It was
blast.
solid.
It was a very solid movie. Like I almost want to see it again just to
Yeah,
You
I would go see it again.
see maybe if there's anything I missed. All right, now that we gone through the major points of the movie, heroes win, but we lose one, and now we're to the post-credit scenes. Oh, I was going to tackle the well, I guess I wasn't a post-credit. The Kamala Khan showing up very Nick Fury-esque in was it Kate Bishop's
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
protege?
I thought that was really fun.
It was really
Yeah, that
tongue in
was a fun
cheek.
scene.
It was supposed to be tongue in cheek. It was cute.
Her comment earlier in the movie about if this is supposed to be top secret, why is it clear for the tablet?
I saw you lose your shit, or I heard you lose your shit.
Oh, man,
yeah.
you were hooping and a hollering at that one.
I thought it was so clever and so
No, they had
great.
some good comedic moments throughout the movie. Like,
I am-
definitely solid.
Any movie that calls out anything like that is so. It's like, oh, thank God for pointing that out. You know, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that shit.
Again,
Thank you for being self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what she had that like file on Kate Bishop, and I don't. Does she go by Hawkeye also?
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure in the MCU, like Hawkeye's going to retire, so she's going to be Hawkeye.
I don't know.
I don't know if she ever had like a Hawkeye Junior.
Yeah, I don't know enough about her story to be able to
Hawkeye.
comment.
So as far as the,
Hawkeye and the Beeve. What? I don't know. It's random. I don't know why.
Behave yourself.
Yes.
Push my foot.
Well, who? Sorry, go ahead. I said go ahead, and then I just fucking interrupted.
Go ahead, but fuck you.
as far as the young Avengers, we know that there's Kate Bishop. We know that there's, I forget her name, Ironheart,
Yes, Riri.
Riri. Who else is on there?
Can't say that.
What? I knew you were gonna tell me it. You know what? Speaking of Riri,
Sorry.
are the cats like furry TARDISes?
Oh yeah, because the insides
bigger
are
on the
bigger.
inside?
Yeah.
I was
I
having a
was trying to think
conversation.
back to the first movie if they explain like if there's some sort of dimensional.
Oh, but did
Once
you
again,
guys
you fucked my shit up.
Did
'cause-
you guys
Ooh,
see
maybe.
that coming? Because I was like,
The pregnant
Oh, the
goose?
eggs.
When
No,
they
like-
when they
like-
hatched, I'm like, oh, so
Well, the
they're-
trailer
goose laid
showed
an egg.
one scene with a bunch of them. So as soon as they saw them, I was like, oh, that's all the cats.
Well, they made a point of having the cats eat, or that one cat eat fucking everything, and then later spit it back out.
Yeah.
so did you guys see that was
Foreshadowing.
going to be the way that they were going to get the people off the
No.
space station?
Once the egg started popping up, and then you see one hatch, and as they're running out of escape pods, I'm like, wait a second. Okay, all right, a little heavy-handed, but whatever, it's fine.
I was dying when Nick Fury was like, "Stop running, just let them eat these."
Oh my god,
That was such
Let
an
it happen.
amazing scene. Oh, the music.
Let them eat you.
when Kamala put her wall to, and she's like, sorry, and it kind of was like a, I mean,
A little bit.
right? where he's
Oh,
like
I saw that.
against the
Yeah.
wall. I was like, ugh.
And like some
put 'em
like
on the
the
glass.
horror elements, like the way some of them were screaming and hiding, and like
Some
the
of
cat.
them?
Yeah,
All of
No, I know.
No,
Yeah, that scene was worth watching again.
that classic
alone.
villain teleport where like, oh, they're around the corner and now they're not. And then,
Yeah.
but they're on this side. You know?
waiting there.
Yeah.
Mama trying to teach the young one how to hunt.
Yeah.
That shit.
But going back to what you were trying to get at was the Young Avengers. So yes, we have Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. We have a Hawkeye.
Don't you have Wanda's kids too?
Not technically. They're in a different universe.
Yeah, and then Ironheart.
Are they in this other universe? Have we got to visit
Maybe.
yet?
And then Ant-Man's daughter.
She-Hulk.
Oh, that's right. There you go. Yeah. I don't remember her name, but yes.
Yeah, I think she even has a code name, right? In the comics, at least. I forget.
Yes. Balls.
But other than that, I don't
Auntie.
know.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have my shit in front of me. But She-Hulk too, right? You need to get a
Would
recruiter
she
for
be
this
a
team.
Young Avenger?
No.
You sure?
I
Sure
could
about
s-
that?
Sure about that? No, I mean she's not like young. Sorry to.
Yeah, she's different people, bro.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
But- but-
real
Bishop is 23.
inside
She
joke.
made
Yeah.
the point of saying she's 23. I mean, it's
But I could. I mean, they need
I'm
to tie
sorry, you're-
She-Hulk into something.
You were referring to that and not like the actress playing Orphan Black?
what is Orphan Black?
The actress that, what is her name? Tatiana Maslany?
Yeah.
She plays this character in Orphan Black where she's a clone and then discovers other clones.
What is Orphan Black?
I just told you.
It's a show.
It's
On
about
the
a girl
television.
who plays
Clone.
a clone that discovers other clones. Okay.
But it really shows, I mean, her acting skills because all the clones are very different.
Very different.
And the way she just plays all those parts.
So
So they're making a new one with a
I
new
know
clone.
who I am.
Yeah. So he mentions She-Hulk and she's like, she's different. They're different. I was like, oh,
I'm the clone playing the clone disguised as the other clone.
yes.
Stupid.
Anyway, so they do need to bring
That's
She-Hulk
how
into
it's done.
something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they would bring her into Young Avengers versus bringing her into, like, I don't know, a bigger
Maybe
Hulk story.
Maybe we're focusing too much on Young Avengers.
Maybe they're
and-
going to bring in fucking
it's New Avengers.
Scar. Right? Or wait, no. Is it Scar or Skull? What's Hulk's kid's name?
Isn't it Scar?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Scar.
Yeah, because they introduced Scar at the end of She-Hulk
That shameful
with the shitty haircut. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit, I completely blanked on that.
Yeah. So I can see them throwing Scar in.
I heard the reason why he had that ridiculous haircut was because supposedly he lost the battle, and that was like the shame that he had to walk around with. That's what I heard anyway.
That'd be funny. All right, so from that like 3-second scene that we just waxed on about for like 8 minutes to post-credit scene where we discover Monica Rambeau has survived. Not only has she survived, but she somehow slipped into another dimension featuring
Another dimension.
Beast.
Her mom.
Beast from the X-Men and her mom, but not her mom.
Did you guys know that it was Beast when he walked by it?
Yes.
As soon as
Like
he
a
opened his
blue-
mouth, I was like, Kelsey Grammer, to the compods. I was like, and then like his haircut and everything. Like it was just,
Perfect.
I was.
I think I heard you go like, oh, and,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I missed something. God damn it.
I
happening.
I clutched Rudy. I was like,
He did.
I mean, as soon as they mentioned like she was going into another universe, I was like, okay,
which one?
yeah, who are they gonna show? Like, who's gonna be here? I think the internet. I saw something about Robert Downey Jr. So I was like, oh, is like Iron Man still gonna be like here in this universe? So I thought maybe him. I wasn't expecting the X-Men, but that was fun.
They could have done anything at that point, whatever
Yeah.
they fucking wanted to do. Now, the X-Men, or rather mutants, already exist in this Earth, which is what, 616?
616, I think, is the comic book.
It's the
comic
main
book Earth.
Marvel continuity, but I don't know if they've
No,
established that.
MCU
The MCU
is some long string of numbers.
Okay.
It's like I don't know 5. Boop 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 bop.
The MCU.
Earth 199 999.
Okay.
5 nines.
In Doctor Strange,
The multiverse of madness.
yeah, fucking his girlfriend's, she's like the doctor or whatever in the Illuminati, for the Illuminati, and she gave some of she named the universes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
no, apparently they refer to it in universe as 616, but is really Earth 1999 in, you know,
Okay.
the grander step back theme, like all of us looking at the story from the outside.
But in universe,
They refer
our
to
MCU
themselves.
is 616.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Because Spider-Man certainly called it Earth 19999.
So in our MCU universe, which is 616, whatever, Kamala is a mutant. Remember that musical sting at the very end of her season?
No,
Yes.
because I never got through the whole season.
Uh,
I know. I keep
Spoiler?
meaning to go back for it. You already said it, so it's fine.
yeah, her guy in the chair is like, "There's something wrong with your blood." I looked it up. There's a mutation. Swear
They really put that sting in there?
to God.
Hell yeah. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
So there's implications of that. And then in She-Hulk, in one of the newspapers, the article says, with claws and bar fight. So they've already hinted at like the X-Men being in 616. I thought like, oh, those were going to be like the vehicles to sort of like bring them in. But can there be multiple X-Men's? I mean, in the Illuminati universe.
It might be for Deadpool or whatever's coming out because I heard that his movie's supposed to have a multi-class of different people.
Well, even if they bring the X-Men into this universe, it's not necessarily going to be the same X-Men from the movies. So maybe they could treat the first movies as a different universe, and then maybe that's where kind of Deadpool crosses over between both universes. And you know, I don't know.
So then, do you think a running theory is that we will have multiversal X-Men? It kind of feels like it. Because Rambo
I think,
goes
like,
into.
if they just classified the early X-Men as a different universe altogether, then yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right.
I think
That way they don't have to like worry about working that whole history into the current MCU. They can just start, you know, undo a fresh X-Men.
I want my yellow spandex man.
it would be interesting to do a fresh X-Men story though without like the Holocaust connection with like Xavier and Magneto, and like you're gonna miss a little bit of that, but I think they can make it work, and maybe you know characters like Deadpool or Monica Rambeau will like see how the X-Men work and how like these planets deal with mutants, and then maybe they'll eventually get to 616 or whatever, you know, the main MCU, and maybe try to guide or like figure out like, or maybe they'll even bring some of the X-Men from these other universes to deal with like the rising mutant population in 616, and like set up Xavier's school based off of prior knowledge from another universe or something like that. I don't know.
The fuck ton of potential there.
There is.
It really is.
Yeah.
And you know, I think you had done the research and looked up that Rambo's mom in this whatever universe where she's part of the X-Men she's another version of Carol Danvers
Another version of Captain Marvel.
of Captain Marvel. Sorry,
Just like, you know, as you pointed out from the What If. Was it the What If?
From
No,
Multiverse.
sorry, Multiverse of
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
she was the Illuminati's Captain
yeah.
Marvel.
So-
Because they kind of hinted at that in this movie, where then in a flashback scene, Mama Rambo's talking with Carol Danvers and saying, you know, I'm glad that it was you, or whatever the hell the
Or
whole.
it should have been you.
Yeah. It's like
Except for whatever race that she lost. And then this universe's Captain Marvel, as part of an X-Men storyline, was experimented on by the Brood. I don't know how familiar you are with that.
They're a
They're-
fun card in Marvel Snap.
Yeah. So their experiments on her turned her into the character Binary, which is supposed to have like, you know, cosmic powers or whatever. And so she had the bangles on, if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So she's probably, you know, another I wouldn't say overpowered, but like another powerful character in that universe. So
Hell yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, I can't wait for all the theories that are going to come out. And Loki.
Hopefully soon. That was the one thing I felt like while watching this is like, this is a cool little like tidbit of the story, but then it dawned on me, it's like we're getting like a snippet of this story within this like years gaps. So hopefully we're getting something soon.
Would you rather wait for them to make a whole nother movie about it, or would you want to see like some kind of series about Monica Rambeau universe hopping?
I really think that they should start taking advantage of just doing shorts. Like, I mean, a series would be fun for sure, obviously, but like, I think there's some things that they can answer, or at least like step us towards an answer with just like a little like an hour long short of things. I mean, I don't know if that necessarily applies to this, but I do think because they tried it for a while, weren't they doing shorts on some of the DVDs or Blu-ray releases way back when physical media was a thing? Like there was one with the fake Mandarin.
I'm not familiar.
They were doing a few shorts, but they didn't last. So maybe they tried it and it didn't work. So I'm an idiot.
Well, I know they did a little featurette on the Mandarin, but they have picked a more controversial and uninteresting character.
Yeah, exactly.
To start that out with.
Exactly.
But there was a Werewolf by
Night.
Yeah.
Night. Like that didn't feel like a whole feature length.
Yeah, no, that was
Thing.
certainly a little short.
Like something in that vein would probably be pretty cool.
And I thought they did
forgot
something with
about that.
Agent Coulson too. Like again, this is way back.
Yeah, they did like a little short called 6 Seasons of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I wasn't
bang.
fucking talking about that. Obviously.
I miss you
Every
guys.
blue moon, my brain works.
Yeah.
So that was it. Like we all came away with pretty much a positive experience with this movie.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely.
Jermaine, you have anything to add to the wrap up?
No, I don't have anything. I mean,
Doug,
that's it.
I've said my piece.
Isaac.
Yeah, I think if you're interested in the MCU, definitely check it out. If you're a non-viewer of superhero movies and you're like, oh, my first superhero movie, I think you'll be lost to shit. Fair to say?
You might be lost on the overall story, but I think as a self-contained movie, just watching it action-wise, like without the Easter eggs, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, look at all this and all work together. 3 heroes versus a villain who's doing bad stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Won't hold as much weight, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, guys, I think we can go on forever and ever, and let's hang up our bangles. Let's put away our jumpsuits.
Oh, I missed this.
Because my butt looks fucking great. And my fucking Captain Marvel jumpsuit is all I'm trying to say. So... Oh, man. Got to stuff. I got to stuff. Okay? So check us out on all the social medias on at The Hype Attack where you're watching this thing on, right? You guys, we'll come back soon with some more reviews. We're going to check out some more movies.
Yeah,
and
there's a
then-
lot of movies coming out.
a lot of movies.
While
So,
we're on break.
Announcement.
And in the meantime, guys, same hype time.
Same
hype
Hype
channel.
channel.